Okay, Leos, you have the King of Swords. Really observe the situation. Look at what is going on around you. Look at the communication and the quality of it. Look at how you're thinking about the situation and how that affects the situation. You need to get clarity on what is actually going on around you. This Seven of Swords, this can talk about something to do with work where somebody was a thief, somebody's, slanderous, somebody's gossiping, somebody's stealing, hacking, whatever they're doing, it's not good. Or it can talk about coming up with a plan to get out of that situation. Sometimes it even talks about overworking because of fears and anxieties. To me, this is more about you coming up with a plan to get out of that situation, because we have Six of Swords and Five of Wands. Five of Wands talks about a competition, a conflict for physical goods. It also talks about brainstorming a way to get out of that situation. So we've got Six of Swords, which is you coming out of the negative thinking and emotions and moving on to a better place. This transitionary period where you're using the guidance of your higher self and you're in alignment, you're in unity, both your conscious mind and your unconscious mind and your higher self, your soul, are in unity in guiding the boat, guiding the chariot through the stormy waters, through the stormy skies, into the clearer skies, into the sun, into the creativity, the growth, the more calmer emotions, the more calmer thinking. You're not being stabbed by these swords or these wands. You're not having to defend yourself against anybody or anything. So you're coming up with this plan to change the situation. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, really looking at deeply at where your path lies, where you can be true to yourself when you're following this path, and what it is you want to keep in your life, what it is you don't want to keep. You're causing this change by letting go of certain things, by making this plan to move forwards and let go of certain things. You're getting inspiration on how to achieve this. You're getting some creative inspiration. This Ten of Cups in reverse, there could have been, you could be feeling broken in your spirit. At a very deep level, there could have been something that was misaligned with your values, something that was incomplete, some sort of broken relationship where maybe you weren't recognizing at first that you had what you needed and you thought you needed this relationship, and now you're recognizing that this is not right for you. You're taking a deep look at what's not working and understanding that there's something more out there, that there's more, that's available to you, that what you're hungering for can be achieved. You don't have to settle for this negativity. You don't have to settle for this overworking, for this being strained, for this person, slandering you or cheating. You don't have to work at a place where that is the norm. You can change the situation. You can let go of certain things and only keep certain other things, okay? So then we have the Knight of Wands with the Lovers. Now, the Knight of Wands, this talks about taking action. Once you've made this decision to be in alignment with your values, you're taking action. You're seeing things from this different perspective. even Knight of Wands can sometimes talk about making mountains out of molehills. So like thinking that you can't accomplish stuff even though you're midway through the action because your fears suddenly get a hold of you. But when you look at things from a new perspective, you can put them in their place. Now, the Six of Cups in reverse, this can talk about, it can talk about abuse, but it can also talk about releasing those difficult memories, those things and those people that aren't of any value to you. It can talk about, letting go of that past, letting go of that disappointment, letting go of like any sort of scarcity mindset, any hold that abuse had on you from this work situation. You could be, when you're making this choice and you're feeling like you had to do it all on your own, you could also be getting advice for that, for how to move on, like financial advice, legal advice, spiritual advice, that's going to help you, drop these burdens, that's going to help you in this cycle, and you're not going to have to feel like you have to do it all on your own in order to get things done. You're going to take action going forwards. This Knight of Swords talks about really taking a fast action in regards to transform your thinking, to transform it creatively so that you can, so that you can move on to this better place. It can even talk about a rapid communication. You're making way for the Knight of Wands, which is talking about transforming. It's taking the action to, the inspired action to transform, to get yourself back into alignment with your values, making that choice towards your goals, towards, this new creativity and this new growth. I hope this has been helpful. So really go within that, whatever the situation in the past was. If you need to get advice from another person, from somebody legally or from somebody spiritually who can give you advice, somebody who can give you career advice, the High Priest, the Hierophant, is saying don't be afraid to get that advice, to seek that out in order to make your plans to move forwards. You're bringing about this change, and it's going to be a healthy change, and you want it to go as smoothly as it can. And sometimes you need to get advice in order to do that, okay? So don't be afraid to seek out advice. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.